Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome back to the Indigo Disk DLC. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, we got ourselves with a victory against with Lacey, and now we just have one more Blueberry Academy member left of the Elite Four that we have to go and take on, and that is going to be with Drayton. Now, unfortunately, within this episode for today, I did not get myself a victory from the Drayton battle, but I was very close. But if you guys do go and see, just for a little bit of a split second within the beginning of this video, is that I do have a little bit of a newer type of team. Before, we kind of had our original team that we have been using so far throughout the past DLC and also throughout our time of the original Paldea location over within our time of the Pokemon Violet game. And now for here within this particular type of Elite Four trial, this one in particular is that you have to go and search for Pokemon that are going to be around within the terrarium, and that is going to be the only Pokemon that you can only be able to go and use. So I had to go and search for some Pokemon to make sure what I'm going to be having to go and use within here. Now I did go and add in with a Golurk, I did go and add in some other new Pokemon along with our way out here. And you guys will be able to go and see later on within our time of the different battles. Now, I think we have to go through 3 different trainers, and then I believe Drayton is going to be the last one that we have to go and take on. Now, he is going to be all about within the dragon type in Pokemon, so just make sure that you have at least some Pokemon that are going to be dealing with some ice type moves, some fairy type moves, and hopefully that should be able to hopefully at least help you along throughout your way here. Now, not only that, but I did also have a Gramble on my team, and that Gramble was a very big help throughout the majority part of what is going on here within this episode, which you guys will be seeing. Now, since I kind of went a little bit too fast within everything that was going on within like the team recap here, I'll probably have to kind of go and see what else of other type of Pokemon that I also do have within here as well too. Now, I also do remember that I did add in a Pokemon that I just went and brought from my Pokemon home into Pokemon Violet. And I don't know if you guys went and saw that there, but we do actually have an Alolan Ninetales. Now, unfortunately, I had to bring that Alolan Ninetales from the Hisui region. So, since that Pokemon came from another different area of the game, unfortunately, I can't really go and use this Pokemon directly, so I kind of had to do a little bit of a switch around. So yeah, if you guys see that, unfortunately, it's from the Hisui region. I had to do a little bit of a switch, so I had to bring out with Rikishi, the Blossom, just so that we can at least get ourselves all qualified for us to go and take on with the 3 different Pokemon that's going to be here. Now, within these 2 videos for today, guys, not only are we going to be doing everything out here within the Indigo Disk DLC, but we are also going to be, of course, going to be also having to go and do a little bit some more of Final Fantasy X, getting into episode 2 of our time. And I believe for that, we are going to be reaching our way into the way of the Submerged Ruins, exploring a little bit throughout that area, learn a little bit about the Albad language. I believe that's what it's actually known as within the game. Not really too familiar exactly about all the different type of translation type of language that happens within there that you kind of have to go and do within Final Fantasy X. Because that game, I don't really know all that too much vaguely. I know a lot about stuff within Final Fantasy IX, but Final Fantasy X is a kind of hit or miss sometimes. Like, I do know about like some of the different type of moves that happen within some of your different characters and whatnot, but like story-wise of the games, not really all that too familiar with it. I know that there is going to be a mini boss battle that is going to be happening within our time of episode 2, which is not going to be really all that too quite of a mini boss battle. It's like more so of just like a battle to go and see what it's all about and then make a run for it, because we are not like in the levels of what's going to happen here. But yeah, also too, of course, we can't forget that Lantern is going to be here within our team for a little bit. And I did go and find this guy just kind of swimming around, and I just had to go and capture out with the Lantern here. So just decided to go and add him onto the team, just so that we can at least just have at least somebody as another part of the terrarium type of squad that we got going on here, so that we can be qualified for everything that's happening as well too. And I really like how the fact is that since Drayton's out here, he's just kind of like overseeing everything that's going on, because you don't really ever get to go and see all that too much from other different Elite Four members that are here, right? Like, because like normally most of the times, like throughout the different Elite Four trials that we have been through, we've never really got to see like well, I think we got to see Crispin a little bit, but he wasn't really like overseeing anything all that too much. He was just more so like waiting for you until you got all your ingredients all in one place. But you never really got to see like Amory or really Lacey doing like too much type of stuff. But yeah, Drayton is just kind of like looking over exactly to make sure what's going on within the different battles. And not only that, but if you guys have been enjoying everything out here so far throughout the Indigo Disk DLC, make sure that you guys do go and leave a like, a comment, and also show your support by also leaving a comment down below. And not only that, but of course also leaving a notification on the bell if you guys ever want to go and stay up to date with anything that is going on within anything here onto the channel, because we're always getting new type of series that are always happening almost like all the time out here. Because just currently we just went and just did the Super Mario Galaxy currently for episode 1 right now onto the channel, which I am very excited about. So hope you guys do go and check out on that because me and Kevin are currently doing that right now as we speak. And also as well too, I believe Wonder should almost about to be happening as well too for another episode as well. Because again, if you guys don't know, it is going to be a double type of co-op related series that we're doing together out here. And now we got ourselves with the Dugong battle. Yes, so this is the second battle right now that we're going and running on into. And there's our Grand Bolt. I named him Brutus. Yeah, so basically you can go find Grand Bolts around within this area. Unfortunately, here at Pokemon Violet, you can't really go and find Alolan Ninetales, but you can go and find Alolan Sandshrews, though. Yeah, that's why I had to bring mine over. But there we go. So that student is already down and out. Now I believe we just got ourselves with just one more battle left, and then we'll go right on into Drayton, and we'll get into more into what Drayton is all about within our time here. Now apparently this guy seems to know Iono, the streamer that was back over a little bit in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So it seems like he's going to be having, I think, a little bit of some electric type Pokemons on the side, right? If that's is going to be the case, we'll have to see what happens here, because yeah, so we got ourselves with the Magnezone and also with the Zebstrike. I think Iono actually had a Magneton or something of that type of nature, right? I don't think it was like a Magnezone on our team. But yeah, but Omos, I have to say, the Golurk, absolutely amazing within our team. Just for our new member, just to kind of be like hanging around for a little bit. That Hammer Arm is just absolutely destructive. Now, I also had to do a lot of grinding, and I mean like a lot of training within my guys, because like since all of these Pokemon that I was catching were all roughly around like level 60 or so, I had to go and find a whole bunch of different trainers just so that I can just try to at least manage to at least be like somewhere around the exact same type of vicinity where Drayton's team are going to be at. Now, I believe his team kind of ranges from I think like level 78 to I think around level 80 Pokemon. So I kind of wanted to just like kind of just stay above the average area around within where Drayton is going to be at. So even if I have like Pokemon that are just a little bit slightly under the level 78 margin, I think I'll still be okay, because like the Pokemon that I was running out here were doing really well, and I had no really any type of problems at all. Well, there we go. And just like that, already taken care of, and we're all good to go from there. And, oh yeah, and also too, one thing that is very, very, very nice about with Drayton is that, if you go ahead and talk it over here to Drayton, he'll actually, pay out his own blueberry points, for the elite trial. So you don't have to pay for anything. So basically this is the only one elite trial that you actually get as a freebie, and you can go and use that there. So that was actually pretty nice that since I went through all 3 of the different trials that we already went and currently did, the last one, we didn't even have to even really go and ever have to go and really do any type of buying or anything of that type of nature from this blueberry area. Now, let's go into the team about what Drayton is all about. So Drayton actually has some dragon type Pokemon ranging from Dragonite to I believe to also with Kingdra. He also does have a Duraludon as well, or I think the evolution form of Duraludon, I believe now, right? Because I think there is some sort of new form that's going on for Duraludon at this point, so not really too entirely certain exactly on what the actual name of that Pokemon is all about. But I know that for that matter is that that's like his signature Pokemon, so you want to be a little bit careful because it does have some pretty crazy stuff that is going to happen. I believe he does have one electric type move, so if you are kind of running with like a Azumarill or maybe like a Primarina or something of that type of nature, you want to be a little bit careful. Now, speaking about with Primarina and some of the other different starter Pokemon, you guys remember that League Club room that we went and did, I think at the very beginning of our time with this game? Well, I believe all you have to do is like once you go and speak to, I think, to that Mitch guy, like as your like first Blueberry Point little contribution type of club that you had to go and do. I believe there's a whole bunch of other different clubs that are already opened up to you. And I believe all you have to do is literally have 3,000, I think, Blueberry points. And I think, if I remember so, from what I had to do some researching with, is that like you could pay 3,000 blueberries for each of the different type of starters that you could go and literally pick up. So, but they will all be in a different separate location where you have to go and like buy for these different certain starters. Now, like if you want to have like, let's say like Chespin or something, then you have to go and head into one of those contribution like blueberry point situations and pay for that 3,000 blueberry points, and it will be popping up somewhere within one of the different biomes. So if you guys ever want to know about exactly where you can go find any of those starters, you have to use the League Club room for that predicament there. So this is where I decided to go and just absolutely go crazy and just decide to use Maryland as my go-to guy, just so that I could go and try to at least set up with some stuff here. So there goes that Earthquake. That's going to hurt a little bit. Now all I need to do is just make sure to set that Play Rough, and hopefully we can demolish out on some of these guys as quickly as we can. So there we go. Flygon's already down and out, so not even a problem there. But the good thing about with me having my Gramble is that it has the Intimidate drop, so it actually cuts their moves a little bit. So that's like really handy. So Brutus is going to set up for the Play Rough. Unfortunately, it's not going to do a lot because, again, we don't really have that extra boost of the Fairy typing, not like what's going on here. Haxorus, we want to make sure that we destroy out Haxorus as quickly as we can. So I have to go for Play Rough there. Also, too, for myself, I also need to go and make sure to heal up on Brutus as well, too. Now, I believe Sceptile actually goes out of the way and actually destroys like most of my Pokemon that are going to be happening here at some point soon. Even though that like currently right now you guys could go and see that like, hey, it looks like Prox is actually doing somewhat alright. Well, currently at this point, this is how my first attempt is not going to be looking out so well. Yeah, unfortunately Haxorus does have that Focus Sash. It seems like most of these Elite Four trainers, or these Elite Four members to be exact, they kind of have a little bit of some Focus Sashing with them if they want to like try to keep one of their main Pokemon like somewhat alive here. So let's go and re-heal back up. Just need to make sure that we keep Gramble still steady there, because it seems like most of Drayton's Pokemon are like gunning after Gramble out here, so that's pretty nice. At least we don't really have to really worry about with Maryland right away too much there. Yeah, there goes out that Ice Spinner again. But here we go. Here comes out that Play Rough. I think what I should have probably went and done is that I should have probably used that Play Rough that I had and send that out over to Dragonite and then demolish out the Haxorus. But I wasn't thinking too well there. But yeah, here goes out with the Sceptile, and this is where it's going to become a little bit of an annoying problem, because I wanted to use Play Rough here, like onto the Dragonite, but I should have did that like literally before the other turn that happened, and I got myself accidentally all messed up here because this Sceptile went for a Leaf Storm and just like decided to just absolutely demolish Maryland out here. Yeah, there was no way that I was gonna be living from that. No way in heck. So yeah, so basically that like goes and completely knocks away from Azumarill right there. Lost my Terra typing, but that's alright. But we can hopefully go and try to set up for Fireball, right? Because that's our other guy that we do have. So let's go and hopefully try to use up with him. Or we could go for Elsa. Yeah, we do have Ninetales out here, my Alolan Ninetales. It's actually kind of hard to see Alolan Ninetales out here just because of like just of it being in the daytime and there's like snow like everywhere. So now you guys are gonna probably be thinking that I just only have just like one Mon out here. But like you can actually do see like a little bit of like just like the tail part of like Alolan Ninetales. So at least there is still some sort of Pokemon that's on the field. There's the ice beam. Didn't do exactly a lot that I wanted it to be, so hopefully we could at least get a high roll of the ice beam. That would be somewhat pretty nice there. Ice spinner, we already know that's not gonna like touch us at all, so that's all good there. Like, I have to say, for me personally, out of all the different Alolan forms, I love Alolan Ninetales. It's just such a beautiful Pokemon. It's just like the way, like how they design Alolan Ninetales is just absolutely amazing. But there's that Brave Bird. I did get that move, like, I think just off recording before getting on into this video, because I was doing a whole bunch of training, so Talonflame is, like, perfect for that. So, absolutely just destroyed him right there. Ice Beam, and wow, we actually got ourselves with a high roll as well, too. So now we got ourselves with 2 Mons already knocked out from here. But again, we're not done just yet, because we still have the Archaludon, which I believe that's the new evolution form. And then we also do have the Kingdra as well, which unfortunately that's going to be a little bit of a scary situation. So yeah, even if I wanted to like set up for Freeze Dry, I don't think that would really go and do a whole lot to both these two guys anyways. And Flamethrower would have been nice as well too to go and set up, but I know that Kingdra has Hydro Pump, just waited for it to be happening at the right moment. Now, Omos here is going to probably get hit by that Hydro Pump, and it's already going to be game over. And this is where the annoying part was going to start to happen, because this is where I was starting to like lose almost all my Pokemon here. Because just between with these 2 Pokemon alone, this was like a very scary predicament. Like, even though that this guy is like all full dragon now, and he kind of already lost his other typing there. Yeah, I'm already completely done and finished out there with. I could try to see if I can set up for a Dazzling Gleam, but probably not going to do a lot. Yeah, not even close. And there's that annoying stamina move. Oh, jeez. Ow. And Flash Cannon, I'm already dead. Yeah, any type of steel type move, that's already like quite effective right there. Yeah, that's not even good at all. But there goes out with Sprite. I wanted to see if Sprite can actually be able to pull through. I did set up, I think, what was it, Night Slash or something, and I think I did lower down Kingdra a lot, but just didn't get like what I needed. I think if I knocked out Kingdra and kept Archaludon still here, I think I would have been fine. And then I would have probably at least went for like some sort of move with Talonflame here. But we'll have to see. Yeah, there's that play rough, but we almost knocked it out. I wish it was a little bit of a much higher roll there, but yeah, unfortunately Kingdra wasn't lucky this time today. I wasn't going to be able to avoid any attacks. We'll get ready to get blasted by Smithereens. Oh no. Yeah, so now this is where he's going to set up that Electroshock and basically knock me out here. Pretty soon, actually. He's just powering up just to be annoying. Yeah, so here comes up with Marilyn. I did throw down that revive, right? So I'm just trying to hope and pray that Play Rough is gonna like just basically do some damage here. I could probably went and actually just thought that I was gonna just go and heal up, but I was kind of risking the biscuit there. But oh no. This is where it's gonna get really bad. Ow. Yep. Marilyn's a goner for sure. Yeah, no way of surviving that. Just need to go just for that Play Rough again, hopefully. No, not gonna happen. Hurricane and destroyed me. Well, anyways, that is gonna be about it for the very first attempt, though, guys. But I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. And of course, peace.